Okay. So look, in this video, I want to go through possibly line by line. I'm not 100% sure. But possibly line, not line by line. I'm lying. I'm straight up lying. I'm not going line by line. I just want to address some of the more the disproven points or whatever, because we've been getting our jokes off on Diddy, you know what I'm saying, and also Meek Mill. There's a Meek Mill video that's coming, but I want to cook up a whole thing. So you know what I'm saying. That won't be here on X. That'll be on my YouTube channel. It's gonna be like more of a video essay. So just bear with me. I'm trying to land somewhere between 20 and 25 minutes. But anyway, with Diddy, we're just gonna slowly but surely we're gonna unpack this and see just how true these accusations are, because some of this stuff just ain't true. Like it's just not. It's just not. Like I got my jokes off just like everybody else, but some of this stuff just ain't true, or it's being like stretched a bit. You know what I'm saying? And there's some things that are true, but I want to go through it all. I want to go through it all, so we're all on the same page. All right, so let's see here. Let's get it going here. Oh, you know what? Let me upsize it. Let me upsize it so everybody can read it. Everybody can actually read what I'm and see what I'm seeing. All right. So the defendant Diddy, Justin Dior Combs, you got Lucien Grange, you got Christine Karam, Ethiopia, defendant Karam is the chief of staff to wait. Ethiopia. Man, I'm reading them like okay, that's how they wrote it. Okay. And the image is underneath what they okay. Defendant Ethiopian Herrera is the former CEO and defendant of Motown. Like it, let me be this. Let me tell y'all this much. To be just straight honest, this most of this lawsuit is just him doing it in spite of him not getting his publishing. Okay, and what they're doing with his publishing, he really should have just stayed focused over there, and stayed building that case up. I don't know. Like some of this just anyway, we're gonna skip past these people. We're gonna get to I don't care about Mr. Jones. Let's see. What is he saying? What's in here? Cuba Gooding Jr. Like he makes some claims, right? So he says he secured irrefutable evidence of the acquisition, use, and distribution of ecstasy, cocaine, GHB, ketamine, marijuana, and mushrooms. So drug trafficking. All right. The displaying and distribution of unregistered illegal firearms. All right. You got Mr. Combs providing laced alcoholic beverages to minors and sex workers at his home in California, New York, so basically everywhere. His chief of staff was retrieving drugs for him. Christian Combs was drugging and sexually assaulting women. Mr. Combs detailing how he planned to leverage his relationship with T.D. Jakes to soften his image after the Cassie verdict law. And see, like, there's stuff like that people just skip over just because there's so many more outlandish claims. People just skip over more stuff. Young Miami's cousin, and or assistant, sexually assaulting Mr. Jones. Actor Cuba Gooding Jr. sexually harassing and assaulting Mr. Jones. That went unanswered. Like, and that one, when I look at the picture that's associated with it, actually makes more sense. Um, Meek Mill on a yacht with underage girls and sex workers. People are more concerned about him, whether or not he effing Diddy, than this. Like, and that doesn't make sense. And then you have R&B singer with underage girls, which he's associating that with Chris Brown. All right. But to stay on subject for Diddy, I don't let me just go down here. So look, this shooting, right? This shooting, and believes it may still can have stains and DNA of G's blood. So I it has several corroborating witnesses who spoke with the writer anonymously due to fear of retaliation. Like anonymously, they agreed to speak publicly when subpoenaed. Okay, I mean, we gonna see, right? Like if Diddy really shot his his bodyguard, that's insane. And for somebody to be bleeding this much, uh maybe he really was, maybe he really did shoot him. But at the same time, like I don't know. I don't know. And we won't know till this actually like hits court and we actually see something. Like we're not gonna know. We're not gonna know. Um, we're not gonna know. Let's go on to the next one. Mr. Jones sexually harassed and assaulted by Mr. Combs. Okay, so this part, right? Like the part that bugs me about this is that, bro, if you was sexually assaulted and harassed as a grown ass man, why did you stay and keep working? Why did you not leave? If it happened, like we're talking about groping of somebody's booty hole, touching and groping of somebody's booty hole, and you just stayed. Like it doesn't even make like and if you were uncomfortable, like with his advances, why don't you just leave? Like, I don't understand. Like, I wouldn't stay in that scenario. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Mr. Combs attempted to groom Mr. Jones into engaging in homosexual activity, right? So he allegedly showed him a video of Stevie J, right? Doing this, right? Well, Stevie, it's not even Stevie J. It's another like actual, it's an actual sex worker. It's an actual sex worker that came out and claimed came out and claimed the video, which is bizarre. But I mean, like at the same time, I guess like he wanted to claim it. He was like, "Yo, this is me. Like this ain't nobody else. Like this is my work." But then you know what I'm saying. And then then he said that Diddy said that he did something with Meek Mill, Usher, and Stevie J. Stevie J is absolved. Usher, you still have that video with Usher and Kevin Hart, and then you have like weird stuff that Usher used to say about that time that he had to live with him and different things. So it just we don't know. I mean, you got Meek Mill like not just affirmatively, just straight up, just saying, "Yo, I did not blank. I did not have sexual intercourse with this man." Like he could have just said that. You know what I'm saying? And it would have been over. Like, but he didn't. He didn't do that. Um let's see. Let's see. Then we have Mr. Trump being sexually assaulted by Young Miami's Covenant. I don't know what this has to do with Diddy though. Um I don't know what that has to do with Diddy. It's really just thrown in here. Like this thing should have been more focused. Trafficking and Victims Protection Act. Through this time, Mr. Jones was forced to solicit sex workers and perform sex acts to the pleasure of men. Yo, look, listen. Seeing how that part was true for Cassie, because you have a guy that said it in an interrogation room, unprovoked, in like 2019 in Florida. You know what I'm saying? 2019 or 2020 in Florida. You know what I'm saying? So I don't doubt that he probably made him do this and watch because he I think he's like a voyeurist. I think he gets off to that. He likes watching people have sex. Like that's one of his things. But you mm, uh, I guess, but my thing is, why did you do this, bro? Why did you do this? Then he said these are the sex workers that he forced him to bring home. Okay, I guess he got video. He has pictures and videos of that. All right. Um, booty trap on the river. Booby trap. Okay. Mr. John had no. Oh, okay. And these are more. These are more sex workers. Let's go on. Like, what do we got? Okay. So then we got Diddy, and then we got Combs with solicit drugs and engages in illicit sex acts with minors and sex workers. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? So he's saying that Chris Brown and the Combs, they were with underage girls. The women that are covered here, this woman that's covered right here in this particular image, has come out and she's like 32. Then the other one that's like over here, she's 33 with a child. So, like, so this is false. It just straight up was false. Attempts to pass off Mr. Jones to Cuba Gun Jr. Man, my thing is, I think you thought you got a quick come up and you were participating. You were participating in this stuff because why did you why why would he think he could pass you off, bruh? That's my thing, Rod. Why do you think he could pass you off? Like what would make you think this is the thing to do? This is the way to go. You know what I mean? Like you had to have been a slightly like unwillingly willing participant. Like because at any point in time you could have just quit and went back to producing other stuff. But instead, you saw this as an opportunity of a lifetime and was doing whatever you can to stay on the project and stay in the team and stay in his good graces. Like the things that people would do and sacrifice, like as far as integrity goes, to get ahead is insane. Is insane. All right. Now look, this video here, this image here, like in the way he's looking at him, like and you gotta smart like what's going on, bro? He's too close to you. That's one. He has his hand on your thigh. That's another one. Like arm over like this is just bizarre. This is way too much. This is way too much. This is way too much. Like no, no, no. I would have dipped. I would have dipped. I wouldn't be in this situation. Again, I'm trying to figure out what heterosexual male puts up with this type of behavior and then just and is just cool with it. Man, let me zoom in this image for y'all so y'all can like for real. Like for real. Who puts up with that? Who puts up with that? I know I wouldn't. I know I wouldn't. I just straight up wouldn't. I straight up wouldn't. I'm like, bro, get off me. Like whatever we plan, however the vibe is going, I don't care. Bro, get off of me. Like nobody's being in my space that much. Excuse me. I just don't think I don't feel like he really was trying to protect himself. I feel like he was really trying to get ahead by whatever means he could. I genuinely believe that. I genuinely believe that. I don't think most of this is true. Like well, outside of what I besides this is definitely true and the other couple things are plausible. Let's see what else we got. Mr. After requesting that Mr. Combe do the right thing and pay him fairly, Mr. Jones received an onslaught of threats. DeForest Taylor threatening Jones. I guess he was doing it on Diddy's behalf. Mr. Combe uses power and influence to threaten and intimidate Mr. Jones. Very forceful and demanding. Does not take no for an answer. Would often threaten to inflict bodily harm on Mr. Jones if Mr. Jones did not then leave, bro. Just leave the damn job. I don't get it. This is not making the band. And even if I was on making the band, there was plenty of times on making the band. I was like, bruh, y'all should have just left. I'm not doing this. Again, what people will do to try and get ahead. You can't be a I'm gonna say this, and I'm not trying to victim blame, but I want to say this. If you are complicit, okay, and you stay in these type of situations, you know what's up. You know what's up at this point. You know what's up. It's on you, bro. It's on you. It's on you. I'm not vibing with I'm not vibing with that whole narrative that oh my god, like Diddy was, you know what I'm saying, doing all of this and I couldn't. Like, no, you could have left. You could have left. You wanted to get ahead. Man, I hate being like this. Anyway, Uh, da 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 da. Former bodyguard accuses rapper of snitching on Shine over 1999 shooting. Okay, what does this have to do? What does this have to do? What do these images have to do with you being like what does this have to do with you being assaulted? Defendants Ethiopia Lucian profited off Sean Combs Rico Enterprise. Like this is a civil lawsuit. Like what? What is it? And TikTok? What does this have to do? Anyway. Oh no, we don't care. 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 Like this is a block. Like this is a block. Defendant Christian Corum is the Ghislaine Maxwell to Sean Combs, Jeffrey Epstein. Like again, if this is a criminal proceeding, cool. But this is a civil lawsuit. What the fuck does this have to do with you being assaulted? With you being mistreated? With you being bullied? What does this have to do with anything? Oh, okay, okay. They do. Tell the police. Why is this in a civil? Like, if all this is going on with drugs and all that, and you got tell the fucking police. This should be criminal. Why is this in a civil lawsuit? Why? Is allowed to wreak havoc. This is absurd. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Because outside of that, because I think it's just these first couple of pages, racketeering, like you're explaining racketeering to them, mail fraud, like you're throwing crimes in here. If you really was sexually assaulted, then literally make a crime, make a criminal, like yo, make a criminal complaint, make a criminal complaint. But you don't have enough evidence for a criminal complaint, do you? Like, what is going on? You just want to be paid for your publishing. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. This is more like all of these are criminal acts they're saying that he violated. Why is this civil? More racketeering. Okay, so what does he want? Uh let's see. Okay, yeah. This is his plaintiff prays that the court enter the in the judgment in favor of the defendant containing a file. A declar here's what he wants: a declaratory judgment that actions, conduct, and practices of the defendant hereby violate laws in the state of New York, and awarding damages to the defendant in amount to be determined at trial, plus prejudgment interest to compensate the plaintiff for all monetary and economic damages, including not limited to loss to past and future income, wages, compensation, seniority, and other benefits, an award to damages against the defendant in amount to be determined at trial, plus prejudgment interest to compensate plaintiff for all monetary and or compensatory damages, including but not limited to the compensation for her mental anguish, her humiliation, embarrassment, stress, anxiety, emotional pain and suffering and emotional distress, an award of punitive damage and amount to be determined at trial, prejudgment, interest on all amounts due, an award to the cost to the plaintiff, has incurred to this action, including but not limited to the expert witness fees, as well as plaintiff's reasonable attorney's fees, costs to the fullest extent possible by law. Such other and further relief by the court may deem just and proper. Jury demand the plaintiff hereby demands a trial by jury on all issues and statements stated therein. So basically, he's trying to. I see why he went for a jury, because he assumes that Diddy could possibly buy off a judge. Which, I mean, he's pretty well connected. He does go to the functions and the nonprofits and all that. He's pretty well connected. He probably knows a couple judges. So therefore, like I'm not storing information. I'm really curious. I'm really curious. The main thing for me is I'm really curious as to I'm gonna close this because we're done with the document. I'm really curious as to what is actually going to come out of trial, because he allegedly has videos. So hopefully, um Rodney Jones, your videos are great, um and they're able to help you out. Your case, like being objective and being like real about it, it ain't looking too hot. I mean, because most of it has nothing to do with what happened to you. Like after page 28, nothing had anything to do with what happened to you. Kind of bizarre. Because Cassie's, man, that thing was from the top to the bottom. From the top to the bottom was all bad. All bad. All bad. All stuff. Again, do I think Diddy did some weird shit? Probably. 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 He been doing weird shit his whole life. But do I think he's like guilty of everything this alleges? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So yeah, you better come with it with them videos, man. And you done name dropped a lot of people in here without name dropping. So yeah, man, you if you don't win this, you gonna be broke for life, because ain't nobody buying your beats no more, bro. You gonna be blacklisted in the industry. You gonna be done for, bro. You gonna be big done for. But anyway, y'all let me know what you're thinking in the comment section down below, whether or not y'all think he actually gonna but if he's actually gonna win this lawsuit or not, like what you think about the stuff that Diddy did. Because like Diddy didn't he got a lot of such behavior that he gotta work on. He gotta work on. I'm just straight up. Like, is he a monster? I mean, from just the casting stuff alone, yes. You know what I'm saying? Did he have something to do with a lot of other things that have happened in other people's lives? Whether positive or negative, a lot being negative. Yeah. Is he a shady and shisty businessman? Yes, he's a shady and shisty businessman. Like that's just a fact. This is a fact of life. Like I don't know how people expect something else from Diddy. Like Diddy he's a shisty businessman. He's a shrewd businessman. He's been effing people over his whole life. He don't know anything else besides doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because I think if I remember the Biggie documentary correctly, like even Biggie had a effed up contract. Like, you know what I'm saying? Faith Evans had a effed up contract. Everybody that was signed to his label had an effed up contract. He just gave people their publishing back and their masters back because it ain't worth nothing no more. Like he's done getting money off of it. He's already became wealthy. So here, take your little chump change a year. Like that's crazy to me, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then he starts this love arc, this redemption arc. But at the same time, like he's a bad person. It's just this lawsuit is weak. Like this lawsuit is weak. It's civil though. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of that stuff that's being said in there is criminal. Like take him to criminal court. Like have because here's the thing. If I knew all this stuff happened criminally, right? And I could prove it, and I wanted to be done with him, be done with the music, just be done in general. I'm making sure this gets criminally done, because if he gets found criminally guilty, civilly, he's fucked. civilly, he'd be fucked because then they're gonna look at, oh, they have already determined him guilty. Okay, so what are we looking at? Are we looking at this? He probably did it, and the burden of proof is way lower in civil, so you win by default. The ultimate chest pay. Now he goes to jail and lose money. You won. Like, what are we talking about? But that's because you don't have that good of evidence. That's because you're not that confident in the system or the process. And yeah, that is what it is. Anyway, again, like I said, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Like, comment, subscribe, all of the good stuff. If you're watching on X, please follow me. I do more coverage like this. I don't go live as often as I should. But I do go live with my podcast. That's Mondays and Saturdays. With my podcast. If you're watching on Twitch, I'm live there again Monday and Saturday with the podcast live. YouTube, there'll be a new video and an interview up tomorrow. With Drinker Rights. It goes up at 1 p.m. I'm launching at 1 p.m. instead of 3 p.m. Because I think like the middle of the day does a lot better for me performance wise. So I'm gonna drop at 1. So you guys be on the lookout for that. If any of you guys watching on the other things to include Facebook, make sure y'all head over to my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio, so y'all can check out like the full interviews because I got interviews like Mac Royals. Oh, let me move to this side. I don't. Oh, he can't. Yeah, with Christina Mackey down there. I got another. I got like two. I have 2 interviews uh with Deja Vu. I got two of them with her. Amanda Holly, Mac Royals. I think I already said that. Meg Aiden, um, Cody, excuse me. Cody. Let's see. Let me think. Who else? Kayla Ray. You know what I'm saying? I got interviews with all these wonderful people. Um, so yeah, y'all make sure y'all tap in. I got some new interviews coming. Once I go to Denver, I'm gonna be in Denver interviewing some people. So yeah, it's gonna be crazy. I'm going up. We going up all 2024. Uh, catch y'all later, man.